Yo, what up? What up? Top of the top. Spot on, got him. The throwback diva. What's up, Miss Deja? Miss Jackie. What's up, Miss Jackie? If Miss Jackie here, I gotta act right today. Hunter Rizzle. Good to see y'all this morning. Good to see y'all this morning. What up, John Shaft? Man, what up, my brother? My man Allen. What's up, bro? Salute Cali Fields. Huey the Guard. What's up? Florida in the building. Y'all already know. Everybody gonna be here today. What's good though? Hopefully y'all had a good Monday. We back at it again. The journey continues. The saga continues. So what's popping? What's cracking? What's good? We're gonna start the day off right. The vibes is good. I'm feeling good. I'm all right. Well rested. You know how we do. We just gonna kick it today. We're gonna chill out. I see the people pulling up. You know what I'm saying? We back at it. And it's the Fun O Fame Live episode 148. And you know, this thing called life is constantly going. And the more the days go by, things are getting more weird. People are becoming weird and doing strange things. But that's life, and that's the time we in right now. So don't nothing surprise me no more. Nothing at all. But other than that, though, you know, you just got to make the best of the day. You make the best of the time. That's it. But, you know, salute to my people that's up this morning and you on your grind and you ready to handle your business, get through your day and do what you got to do. Let's get it going. We're going to get it going. Now, today, I'm going to be talking about how Benzino got arrested. Benzino got arrested after being accused of punching a man's car. And the man's car he punched, allegedly, his baby mother's ex-girlfriend was in the car. And he got arrested for, you know, punching a car. I don't know what to make a man punch a car, but that's what it is. I'm also going to be talking about Kirk Franklin's son. And he was arrested in LA for allegedly driving with a broke tail light, and allegedly he got caught with a gun. This all alleged information. Y'all know Kirk Franklin, a gospel singer. ASAP Auto, what up? See? I'm pretty sure he raised his son to be right, be perfect. Even a gospel singer, a man of the church, son allegedly got caught with a gun. His son allegedly is always in some type of trouble. And y'all remember a couple months ago when Kirk Franklin was cursing his son out and his son recorded it. So I don't know. This could be payback. I don't know. It's all alleged, but I'm going to be talking about that, about how the father and son got beef. Good morning, Miss Sassy NJ. What up? The saga also continues with Wiz Khalifa and Gilliedakid, and Wiz Khalifa has something to say. He has something to say back to Gillie. Man, oh man. Also, is a severe weather storm going to be hitting central US. So everybody that's on Central Time, y'all probably already know it's supposed to be some type of blizzard taking place in April. So I'm gonna touch on that. A lot of y'all heard about the HARP program and all of that. Weather control, allegedly. Miss Latasha Jordan, what's up? 7 Guard. I see y'all pulling up, man. Also, the mask mandates are coming back. They're coming back. They saying that C-19 is back on the rise. They saying there's 2 different variants floating around. So you know what that means. And if you don't know what that means if it get out of control, everything is going back to lockdown. And I'm going to be talking about that. Also, your man Moneybag Joe, a.k.a. Mr. Joe, he is addressing this ghost gun issue, and he got a lot of people mad. He got a lot of gun owners mad. He got the gun dealers mad. Anyway, they cracking down. He got a new person in position with the ATF. And he's still funding the war against ghost guns, but we know that's another code word for attack on the hood. Anyway, that's it. Another thing, when I spoke on Dwayne Haskins, the young football player that got killed, I didn't know when he got hit by a dump truck, he was on foot. I thought he was in a car, but he got hit on foot. And it's weird, I'm not going to say it's weird, but you see, we don't expect, a young man that's a millionaire to be walking on foot, but he might have just wanted to get some fresh air and go for a walk. But, this day he happened to go for a walk. He got hit by a dump truck, man. So I thought that was kind of weird, but I'm not going to lie. I thought that man was in a car. You know what I'm saying? So he got hit on foot. Also, a Milwaukee man. What up, ASAP? Look, a Milwaukee man, 23 years old, is being accused of walking in the precinct and letting a whole lot of shots go in the precinct. They saying a man, pulled up, went in the precinct and shot it up. I'm going to be getting into that story. So like I said, the saga continues and ain't nothing new. But other than that, hopefully everybody having a good day because it's getting real hectic out here. It's getting real weird. Y'all just, like I said, you just stay strong, mind your business, and stay out the way. And just watch everything play out. That's it. It's called survival of the fittest. You already. Now, Benzino has been arrested. We know Benzino has been in the news. I'm not going to say he's been in the news, but he's been trending. A couple weeks ago, he apologized to Eminem after beefing with him for 20 years. Benzino allegedly was caught in a hotel with another man, Cavario. Even though, Cavario was supposed to be there. They were supposed to be dealing with the writing of a book. So I'm not going to say it's a fact they was in the hotel doing nothing funny. But it is alleged that they were in a hotel doing funny activity. But that's not a fact. But anyway, Benzino was arrested. Now, he is arrested after being accused of punching a man's truck. And they say after others confirmed, people, I guess witnesses that was on the scene, they say they saw Benzino punch the truck. And he punched the truck so hard, he put a little damage on the truck. And they say the damage could be seen. So Benzino got arrested for criminal damage. And after being handcuffed, he questioned his baby mother, Althea. For those that used to watch Love and Hip Hop, you already know who his baby mother is. His ex-girlfriend, Althea. And when he got locked up in the cuffs, he asked why she pressing charges. Also, it is a video. I'm gonna put the link in the description. Anyway, Benzino ex-girlfriend, baby mother, Miss Althea Hart, they say allegedly she was in a car with another man when, Benzino got mad. And I don't know if he punched the dude truck. I don't know, but all I know is Benzino out here acting like a fool. Anytime you try to punch a truck and try to break your hand to punch a truck, right? All because your ex-girlfriend in the car with another man. But guess what? A lot of this is going to keep on happening. Because that's why a lot of people mad too. See, a lot of dudes been playing themselves, and they girl, they leaving them. They tired of this shit. And a lot of dudes are losing their girl to so-called lame dudes, you know, whatever you want to call it. But that's what's going on, because I told you, right? It's my opinion. It's my opinion. My opinion. Queen of Detroit, L Blue, what's up? This is my opinion. You see, during these past 2 years, doing all this pandemic stuff, a lot of people been using it as an excuse to leave the person they with. A lot of people been playing themselves. Like, certain relationships have been tested, because when you forced to be around somebody every day and you start learning each other ways, you start seeing that that's either the person you ain't really want to be with like that because they got ways you don't like, or they're not the person you thought they was, or that person just could be getting on your nerves. It's many different reasons, but my point is this: dudes are losing their mind. That's why a lot of dudes are getting caught up in these domestic violence situations and violent assaults. Basically, dudes in their feelings over females. That's another thing that's trending. So even though Benzino might be straight, I'm pretty sure he can get other women. You know, I'm pretty sure he can do his thing out here. But he got so upset, allegedly, I guess, because, you know, his baby mom's with another man in a car. This dude want to punch the car. Like, he want to bang on the car like that's supposed to do something. Good morning, Lay Jones, American Links. What's up? He looking like the same type of dude. If he was behind closed doors, he might have punched upside the head. Anytime you outside punching cars, that's a sign where somebody could try to label you as crazy and try to say that you losing it. But they did say that PUSSY will make a man do crazy things. That is what they said. But anyway, he made a clown of himself. And this man punching cars out here. That's right, he big mad. A lot of dudes out here getting big mad. But sometimes all you got to do is just go the other way. That's all you got to do. If shorty want to be with another dude, let her go ahead. Because guess what? That might not even be the dude that she thought was going to be that dude. You know what I'm saying? You got to just go on and do what you do. Especially if you got money, you're supposed to just do what you do. You ain't supposed to be punching no cars. But anyway, that's what he did. And it's the same man that a couple weeks ago was caught on camera in a hotel with another man. After getting kicked out the hotel, you know, they was in a hotel and they stayed in there a little bit too late. You know when you be in a hotel, for people that know, and you stay too late, you know, you on your way to check out, but you ain't get all your stuff together, and they come knocking on the door saying, yo, you got to go. Well, when they came knocking on that hotel door that day, Benzino just so happened to be coming out the shower. So he said he just came out the shower, and they asked him if somebody else was in there. And he said, yeah, he said he's in the shower. So it could have been a bad choice of words, but he made it sound like him and the man was taking a shower. And then it was no other cars in the parking lot because everybody had checked out. So he actually made himself look like him and the man was in the shower so long they forgot about checkout. That's how it looked. But I don't know if that's a fact, so I'm not going to say that's a fact. I'm going to say that's alleged. But I know Benzino is dealing with a lot of weird behavior lately. And in my opinion, he used to be a solid dude. But he's out here tweaking out. I don't know if it's because he in the gym and he taking some of those muscle pills and he taking some of those, I don't know. But I know they say that some of those workout pills and stuff like that start messing with your brain. So I don't know. But I know one thing. This man punched the damn car. And his daughter also doing her thing too. His daughter is doing her thing real heavy in the game. So I will give him that. But even his daughter said that he need to get some help. So, I mean, she said that a couple days ago, and then days later he punching the car. So maybe Benzino might need help. I don't know. But anyway, man, nigga, don't be out here punching no cars. You gonna break your fist for what? You gonna break your fist on the car. The chick gonna put you in jail, and she's still gonna be with the dude that you don't want her to be with. Ain't nothing gonna change, and now you gotta bond out. It's not worth it. But that's what Benzino did. It is what it is. It's always gonna be a sucker for love. They say a sucker's born every day. So what else is new? What up? What up to the chat? I see y'all. Yeah. The next story is Kirk Franklin's son is arrested. Kirk Franklin, the gospel singer. Don't you know Kirk Franklin that sing that song Stomp? Y'all know Kirk Franklin is the P. Diddy of gospel music? Well, his son that you see in that picture, allegedly he was caught with a gun in the car. And also, it is said that his son is down with the LGBTQ community. They say he came out the closet, you know, he living in his truth. And I'm not going to knock a man for living his truth. At least he had the heart to come out. Anyway, that's his son. And now I remind you, this is the son of a gospel singer. One hand, all right, he so-called is down with the LBG, Rainbow Gang. And on the other hand, he got caught with a gun. So it sounds like, you know, my point is this. I'm pretty sure his father didn't raise him to be like that, but I don't know. But I'm just saying it shows you how once your child gets to a certain age, they're going to do what they want to do. So can we blame Kirk Franklin for the way his son is today? Can we blame him? Because some people would try to blame the parent for how their child turned out. Sometimes you can, but once they become grown, or once they get to that level where they feel like they're going to do what they want to do, there's nothing you can do about it. But anyway, Kirk Franklin, the gospel singer, his son is locked up. And they say allegedly a gun was in the car. But anyway, they said his son was arrested in L.A., and he's being held without bond in L.A. So he ain't got no bond. He in the L.A. County jail. He in there with the goons and the gangsters. You know what I'm saying? So even though his dad is Kirk Franklin, his dad can't get him out of trouble right now. Now, let me make this clear. They also said that his son is it's some show called Bad Boys he's supposed to be on. They filming or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know what network it's on, but I will say it's some show called Bad Boys. So I will say this. I don't know if it could be a hoax. I mean, it could be part of the show. But then again, I don't know. He could be being set up because you got to remember, not too long ago, he put his father on blast when he got Kirk Franklin on, you know, he recorded his father cursing. And when he recorded his father cursing and snapping, he kind of made Kirk Franklin hot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. This might be his dad getting payback on him. I don't know. But anyway, it's all alleged. They say, according to records by Radar Online, KERRIONFRANKLIN claims he was wrongly arrested and stopped because of his taillight. Now, remember, in 2021, they say KERRION released an audio of him arguing with his father, the gospel singer Kirk Franklin, right? And his father was heard saying, calling his son a bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? He called this son a bitch ass and threatened to put foot up his ass. So they caught Kirk Franklin saying all of that, and Kirk Franklin had to apologize. He had to go to counseling. But I think allegedly, I don't know, Kirk Franklin might have had a grudge on his son for doing him dirty like that, trying to damage his career. So maybe Kirk Franklin might be getting payback, and he might have, because the son is saying that wasn't his gun. He's saying that the gun was planted by the police in his car. That's what he's saying. That's what I'm saying. This ain't actual fact, but his son is saying that the gun was planted in a car that's not his gun. And but right now you got to look at this point right here. He is locked up without bond. You know, usually if he did get caught with a gun, he'd get a bond. You know what I'm saying? But he don't got no bond, like he killed somebody or did somebody some bodily harm. So he claims he got pulled over in a vehicle. They said something was wrong with his tail light. And next thing you know, he's saying he's going to jail for a gun. Now, I don't know if his dad might have helped line him up, but he did set his dad up in an argument. Because remember, you know, Kirk Franklin always had a perfect image. Even though a lot of people feel like he's suspect, we know about all those allegations. But my point is, his image was kind of clean. So when his son KERRION recorded him cursing and calling him a bitch ass and talking about he gonna put foot up his son's ass, you know what I'm saying? He kind of did his pops dirty because he recorded him without his consent and and that recording went viral. You know what I'm saying? So a man that's in a church, that ain't a good look as a gospel singer. That could have messed up his career a little bit. But you know, Kirk Franklin cleaned it up, and now he did keep it real. You know, he said he got a little heated arguing with his son, like fathers do. And he said he got a little out of hand. But he also said he seeked counseling and he got some help from the Lord. Hold up. Rondell said he don't have bond, but that white OnlyFans model killed her African boyfriend and she out partying and posting. Thank you. Exactly. Now his dad is rich and he got locked up with a pistol and he don't got a bond. So maybe his dad could be behind this. Oh, I don't know. But allegedly, it's something fishy going on because he's not a career criminal. He's not a violent criminal. If all he got is a gun charge, he shouldn't have to, you know, it shouldn't be a situation where he don't have no bond. They acting like he's a killer, but he said the gun got planted in a car. So he's saying he being set up. And maybe because he got beef with his dad, or maybe it could be people that just love his dad that want to see his son get done dirty. Basically like payback. You tarnish my image, now I'm going to tarnish your image, boy. Maybe his dad could be on that type of time. We don't know, but it is funny how his dad said he going to put his foot up his ass. Kirk Franklin got straight gangster on his son. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Good morning, Miss Danielle Walker. So it's just the only reason why I'm speaking on this situation because it did kind of shock me when I seen that he don't have a bond. He just got caught with a gun. And then he said they actually planted the gun on him. That's what he's saying. But we also do understand that's how easy it is to get set up. See, when they want you and they want you off them streets, it's nothing for them to plant a gun on you or some drugs. That's the easiest thing they could do if they want to set you up. That's easy. So maybe he should have put this camera out, but that's what he's saying happened. And this all alleged information, and we also gonna see, right? Boom. If Kirk Franklin got love for his son, he gonna fight to get his son out of jail. We'll see what happens. But they also saying his son might be sent back to Texas. Because I think his son from Texas for real, but he in LA, and they say he might be extradited to Texas. You know, they might just want him out of LA. He might be making his daddy look bad, and his dad want him gone. So I don't know. But you got to remember, sometimes it is that father-son beef. You know, sometimes when the son don't want to go the way the father want him to go, or sometimes when you got, you know, a rich father, and he already know that if he pass away, all of his earnings and his kingdom goes to his first son. A lot of time when a father don't agree with how their first son is living, they don't want that son to get what they earn. So sometimes it do be like family beef, a back and forth, where he might want his son to get right, and his son might just want to do how he want to do and don't want to follow in his path, and that starts beef within the family. And I'm talking about with rich individuals. You know what I'm saying? With rich fathers, they want their son to fly all the way straight. They don't want their son to make them look bad no kind of way. That's just how I go. PT trainer Anthony says Kirk Franklin want his son to join the cult. Yeah, I could believe that too. But I know that's what I'm saying. Like, it's easy if he don't go with the flow, he gets set up. Stop the Planet says, my dad's supposed to be a preacher or something, and I definitely remember hearing him cuss a lot, especially telling a sibling that same thing. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, though. But like I say, man, because you got to remember, like, boom, if your parent is is a preacher, let's just say your dad is a preacher, he going to want you to fly all the way straight, like, or be just like him. And you might not even believe in that he stand for, or you might really know how your dad get down behind the scenes, or you might know he a fraud. And you like, you trying to be a preacher, man, dad, I know what you be doing. I know what you used to do. I ain't following you. And sometimes it be like that. Or then another thing is too, sometimes it don't have nothing to do with nothing negative. Sometimes the child just want to follow their own path and be their own person and don't want to get no clout off their parents. You got some children like that. They don't want no clout off their parents. And guess what? Sometimes they go totally opposite from their parents just because, they so busy. They are really focused on being different and opposite of their parents. They purposely go down opposite paths so they won't be like their parents. A lot of people do that too. That's how I go. What up, helping? Salute, helping the vision. But yeah, that's how I go sometimes. Sometimes people gonna go the way they want to go. That's my whole point. I don't care how you raise your child. When they get to a certain point, they're gonna go which way they want to go. Some of them will try to follow in your footsteps. Some of them will go totally opposite of you. And that's just how I go. But most like I say most families that shape, like say if the dad went to college, he went to this specific college, he gonna want his son to go to that college. And if his son want to go to another college, he might get mad and say, son, you're supposed to go to this college because all your family, we graduated from this, your granddaddy, that's that fraternity stuff. And sometimes you might not want to be in a fraternity as your dad. You want to go over there with it. So that starts a beef sometimes. You dig? And this happens within so-called rich families. You got confrontations. Because that child gets to a certain age, he want to do what he want to do. He don't want his dad fingerprints on his whole life. He want to be his own man. Same thing with women. Some women let their mother control all their affairs even when they're grown. And some women start making their own decisions when they're young. And they say, what? I don't want to be like my mother. I want to be different from my mother. I want to do this. You got some women say, look, I don't want to have no kids. My mother might have had kids at this age. Look, I don't want no kids, period. I don't want kids now. I want to do this. I want to do that. I don't want to be like my mother. So everybody got their own opinion when they get to a certain age. It's called growing up. Exactly. It's called free will. The only thing you could do is shape and mold your child. You shape and mold them and you try to put them on that right path the best you can. But if that child get to a point where they do what they want to do, it's not the parent's fault. It's not the parent's fault. And let's be real. We live in a world now where peer pressure actually has more control over people than anything. Influence, outside influences have more influence over the child or over it don't matter. It don't matter what age you say. Some of y'all are grown and you still get influenced by outside opinions. So what are we talking about? Don't got nothing to do with age. Some people could be married with kids and they start listening to outside people, giving them advice. See that? And they get influenced by that advice. And what happened? It mess up their whole household. So sometimes outside influences actually have more influence than what's going on inside any particular home. It's called peer pressure. It's called my homeboy, my homegirl, my bestie. And sometimes it don't got nothing to do with what's really real within your household. It's just called what? Outside influences. Sometimes it's called demonic forces that lead people astray from what they're supposed to be doing. That's just the reality of this world. You know why? Because people got a brain. And when people get to a certain age and they feel like their brain is developed, they start trying to do what? Make choices. Some of those choices be right and some of them choices be wrong. But the individual that make those choices, they got to live with those choices. That's why you can't stop nobody. I'm pretty sure nobody raises they child to be a drug addict. But we know it's a lot of people that's walking around and they drug addicts. I'm pretty sure ain't no parent gave their child no damn drugs in the household, gave them pills, crack, weed, dope. But when that particular individual get to a certain age, they start getting high. And a lot of time it's from what? Outside influences, also known as peer pressure. And that's how preachers, don't matter, parents that could be doctors, lawyers, college degrees, they child sometimes wind up being the worst of all kids and make their whole family embarrassed. Then on the other token, you got people that are so-called less fortunate. They from the urban community, and some of them raise their children to be great. Or they child go on to be some of the greatest people on the planet, and they straight from the hood. So that's all I'm saying. It's different dualities in life. So it's easy to blame. Like, that's what I'm saying. Can we blame Kirk Franklin for how his son is? Now, remember, his son got caught with a gun. His son is outright down with the LGBT community. Oh, outright. You know, he came out the closet. He said, this is what it is. Is Kirk Franklin to blame? I'm pretty sure everybody got a lot of opinions. But that's what his son chose to do when he got of a certain age. So I'm just showing you. People got to live their own life. People got to live in their own truth sooner or later. Yeah, people do drugs and drink and get high with their children. We know that. Those are called failed. Those are called smoke. Those, like, look, those are the parents that are already losers. You know what I'm saying? And they don't got no high expectation for their kids. And then you know the saying. It's a saying where you got some parents say, I'd rather you, if you smoke weed, sometimes once they find out their child smoke weed, they'll say, look, I'd rather you smoke with me than be outside smoking with anybody and somebody puts in your weed, or you get caught up in a drug, in a crime, or you get locked up for doing weed. I'd rather you just smoke in the house. Some parents feel like that too. I know, I'm pretty sure y'all heard that before. Because they already bear witness that their child smoking bud. You know, they might be 17, 18, 19. They already know their child smoking. They say, look, I'd rather you smoke in the house than be over doing or smoking in the street, getting locked up, hanging with that person, smoke. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this right. I'm not co-signing it, but this is a reality. Some parents feel like they'd rather, once they know their child is indulging in certain activities, they'd rather them do it home. It sounds weird, I know, but that's what happens sometimes. And don't get me wrong, sometimes those are the parents that do assist their child in becoming a junkie. Because you let them get so high up in the crib, now he want to start trying other things up in the crib and coming home. And then you find him in the back room slumped off a pill because you already let him get high since he was 16. So it is a whole different, it's a whole bunch of levels to that, you know. But I do know for a fact, a lot of parents, they do rather their child be in a crib than outside on the street corner where they can get arrested. And we can say, we can say it is most likely those are the parents that don't have high expectation for their children. But either way, who am I to judge? I can't judge nobody for how they do theirs. Everybody run their household different. But Kirk Franklin's son allegedly is charged with a gun. He said that wasn't his. He said the tail light was out and he's locked up with no bond. So that just shows you how anybody could get false allegations on them, be held against their will, and you be trapped in the system. And his son is in the LA County jail. We know the LA County jail is gang infested. You got Crips, Bloods, Mexican Mafia. You got every gang, MS-13. Every gang is in that jail. His son is right in there with him. So it looked like to me, his dad don't have no compassion, and his dad might be getting payback. His dad might want him to just get spanked up a little bit and let him feel the pain of being in jail. That's what they're saying. Also, the saga continues. What up, McDonald's? McDonald's says sometimes you just have to throw the kid out the damn house. Yeah, that happens too, McDonald's. That happens too. That happens too. Now, that go two ways. You might get thrown out the house. Some kids get thrown out the house and become real junkies. And some, kids get thrown out the house and they straighten up. It happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens. I ain't gonna lie, it happens. So that's how some parents feel. You ain't gonna be getting high in my house. You don't want to listen. You up out of here. Get your stuff and go. But sometimes the women get caught up in prostitution, and sometimes the boys that get put out, they turn into drug dealers and male prostitutes. So it go a lot of ways. But I feel you on that, McDonald's. Salute the McDonald's. Yeah, that's right, Rondell. He also has a reality TV. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I believe he was set up because he's talking too much about his family business. Exactly. Because that's how I looked at it. Either, he being set up for putting his family business out there, making his family look bad. Then a part of me thought about it. Well, they are filming. This could be part of the promotion. But he don't got no bonds, so I kind of know, like, that ain't no game. That ain't no promotional stunt, because he would have just got out real quick and took that. Nah, he said they put a gun on him. He said that ain't his gun. So it is what it is. His dad got juice. Top of the morning, Natural Blaze. Yeah, so now we back to the saga of Wiz Khalifa and Gillie the Kid. The saga continues. Wiz Khalifa he said he had something to say. He went live or whatever. And, being that Gillie the Kid said something the other day about him getting his channel shut, or should I say his page shut down, Wiz Khalifa said he ain't do it. And he said, I didn't get the child's Instagram deleted. He called Gillie a child. He said the other day, he don't got nothing to do with how Gillie was raised. What up, call-outs? What up? My boy say about to roll up this gas. What up? Yeah. So Wiz say, he said he didn't get Gillie Instagram deleted. He said, I didn't get the child's Instagram deleted. He calling this grown man a child. He said, I even offered to help him get his page back. That's what Wiz say. He said he tried to help him get his page back. And he said, he said, that's really all I got. He said, see ya. After that, he was like, yo, see ya. You know what I'm saying? That's what Wiz said. So he said, I ain't get the child shit deleted. He said, look, I tried to help him get it back. Either way, that could be cap. We don't know, but as of right now, Gillie the Kid's Instagram page is still missing. So I don't know what's up with that, but the saga continues. And that's what Wiz said out his mouth. He said he did not get his Instagram deleted. And he called him a child, man. He said, I didn't get that child's Instagram deleted. Calling that grown man a child, man. I guess he's trying to say Gillie ignorant and he don't know how to act. It is what it is, man. I ain't getting into that. But I'm just reporting it because it's been a back and forth, and that's what's going on. All I'm saying, if Gillie would have never said nothing on social media, we wouldn't have had this conversation. He should have just kept his thoughts to himself and just left it alone. And he should have just unfollowed him and kept it moving. But he unfollowed him and he had something to say. And I don't think Wiz liked it, or maybe his people didn't like what he said. They got PRs. They got publicists. These some of these rappers, they are heavy investments. And it's people that will protect the bag. So his people could have got his page deleted. We don't know. But that's how the game goes. That's why I'm going to keep telling people, just keep people name out your mouth. It's a thin line between clout chasing and playing with people's names. If you leave people's name out your mouth, you won't have to worry about how they're going to deal with you. You can't bother people. So I got to say it slow because people don't get it. You can't bother people and then you want to dictate how they handle you. Some people want bloodshed. Some people just want to take what you love. Or you love that page so much, don't you? You love that channel. Give me that. Some people want to rock your skull and watch that blood leak out your skull when you play with them. It's different levels. But the point is, y'all, people always forget the point. If you leave people alone, you won't be a victim of your own circumstance. That's all you got to do. How many times I keep telling you Debo get knocked out? Debo was interrogating the block for a long time. Yeah, everybody shook, tucking in chains, running. Well, what happened at the end? The nigga got knocked the fuck out. That's what happens. That's what happens. Why people don't understand that? Why you think the toughest gangster from the street eventually always get killed? That's just what happens when you don't know when to stop, it's people that will stop you. How about that? That goes for any and everybody. Any and everybody. When you don't know when to stop, it's somebody that will stop you. Or sometimes a lot of people will come together to stop you. But eventually, you're going to get knocked out. So you got to know when to chill. When you know how to chill, guess what? You can live another day. That's all I'm saying. The days of bullying is over with. I told y'all that. I mean, y'all niggas, y'all don't listen. People came in the game off bullying. Some people say 50 Cent blew up off bullying Ja Rule. The day of the bully is over with. The world is in another time. Because you know why? Ain't nobody taking nothing off nobody. That go for anybody. That go for me, you. People not sitting back taking nothing off nobody no more. That's just the world we in now. Take it or leave it. Which goes to the next story I'm going to talk about. How a man in Milwaukee walked in a precinct and shot the whole precinct up. Why he shoot up the whole precinct? Because his man got locked up. The police locked his man up and his man died in police custody. You know, they saying when the police locked his man up, allegedly his homeboy died from taking drugs. For people that know about the street, you know, sometimes a dude will get caught with a little bit of drugs on them, and then instead of getting the charges, they'll swallow the drugs real quick. So allegedly, this particular man, when the police got him, he swallowed the drugs and he died in police custody. But the point is, his man felt a certain way about it, pulled up in the precinct, shot up the precinct. Man, 23 years old. His friend that died was 20. He flipped out and felt like the police killed his homeboy. He came in the precinct, shot it up. Salute Gap Tooth Gangsta Ice. So we might look at this Milwaukee man and say he flipped out, but that's how he felt about his man dying in the precinct. He didn't care if that was the police precinct. He walked in there with guns blazing, allegedly. You dig? Now remember, Milwaukee, last week, they just said they're not going to press charges against the police that smoked that boy under the covers. Remember the young boy that got smoked under the covers in the crib, caught on camera? They said they're not going to prosecute the police. Now, days later, another dude allegedly died in police custody. His homeboy came in the precinct, shot it up. So people are tired of the police being bullies. They tired of the police getting away with certain stuff. People are dealing with stuff how they want to deal with it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not co-signing it. I'm giving a disclaimer, but people are dealing with stuff how they want to deal with it now. But this young boy shot the precinct up, walked in there and blazed it up because his homeboy died in the police custody, allegedly. So this where we at with it right now. A lot of people are taking things into their own hand. A lot of people not just trying to sit back and take losses with no repercussion. Remember why, for those that listen to me, did I not tell y'all it was payback season? I told you it was payback season. People that was doing certain things, the things they was doing to other people is coming back to them now. So in this situation, we understand that the police been getting away with a lot of stuff, but then sometimes stuff come back to them too. For some of their foul behavior. We understand it's good police, it's bad police, but sometimes the bad police, they get repercussions for the foul stuff they did to people. You dig what I'm saying? I'm just reporting that these are different realities of life. That people are flipping out, and then some people, they not flipping out. They just want to deal with things how they want to deal with it. So it's payback season. It's hot, temperatures rising, and a lot of people gonna have to reap what they sow. That's just how this thing works. That's why, look, when you got a lot of enemies, when you piss a lot of people off, when you make people mad, when you call yourself deboing, you call yourself whatever you call yourself doing in your mind, you think you getting at somebody. Eventually, that same energy you put out come back to you, and a lot of time it come back like 3 times worse. That's when your name end up on a t-shirt somewhere on the wall. Or matter of fact, when you ain't even that important, people don't even care. You only get put on a t-shirt or you get put on the wall with somebody when you had a lot of people that loved you. When people don't love you, you just another conversation and life goes on. So that's why I try to tell people, man, don't put yourself in situations you don't got to be in. Because remember, when something bad happened, we always want to look at everything instead of what actually caused it. See, remember, some people don't understand the whole science of cause and effect. You know, one of the simplest things you was taught in science, or if you never been to school, you a dropout, it's called common sense. Some people was taught this in their home. You did something bad, you got spanked. Cause and effect. When you do certain things to certain people, or just period, if you just live in a certain lifestyle, what up, Pone? When you doing certain things, if it ain't all good, a lot of those things you do, they're going to come back to you. It's just what it is. It's the laws of nature. Some people call it karma. It's a lot of names we put on it, but it's the reality that when you try to keep that strong persona, it's always going to be something to show you how weak you really are. That's what it's called, getting spanked. And that's something everybody got to go through. That is a life ritual of realizing you ain't as big as you think you are. You're not as untouchable as you think you are. We all been through that in life. And if you haven't been through it, your ass gonna learn these days. You're gonna learn because it's payback season. That's what it is. What's popping? Top of the top. Grown man talking the building. I see my bros. I see my sis up in here. I already know what time it is. We family. So let them watch on the outside how family move. Salute to everybody in the bushes. Salute to everybody that tapped in. Everybody on the replay. Everybody that tuned in. It's all good. I don't hate nobody. But that's what happened. A Milwaukee young boy, 23 years old, walked in the precinct, guns blazing. And he felt a certain way because he felt like the police, had something to do with his homeboy dying in their custody. And also, he might have felt a certain way for when they shot that young boy up in that crib and didn't get brought up on charges. Allegedly, he might have felt a certain way about that. So that young boy had his own mission in his own head. That was 23 years old. He went up in the precinct. He blazed it up. That's what happened. So that's why I'm not underestimating nobody. Because you never know what somebody going to do. And most of us would say that this 23-year-old was crazy. What happened to him, you understand? Because we don't expect nobody to just walk into a precinct and shoot it up. But this is what happened. The same way we didn't expect a police officer to shoot somebody on camera and not get charged. So what they say, expect the unexpected right now. You take it or leave it. It is what it is. Also, they saying, this is what they saying. This is what they saying, y'all, so be on point. They saying that C-19 is back on the rise. They saying that mask mandates are going to return. They are returning as we speak. Philly, y'all know about Philly. Philly been wilding out, but other than that, mask mandates about to be required back in Philly, New York, certain other places, certain states where they about to make the mask mandate. So mask mandates are, they saying they could return as cases rise across the U.S. They say more than 24 states across the country reported a jump in cases over the last 8 days. So remember, when they say the cases are rising, that means what? That means everything might get locked down again. And if everything get locked down again, what does that mean? That means we can't move and get to the bag like we want to. We can't party like we want. We can't take vacation like we want. Plus, on top of that, what? The price is going up. Inflation going up. Everything is going up. So we get locked down and everything going up. That ain't a good look. Also, that means what? They trying to say the case is going up. So that means what? More people about to get sick. They saying right now, the mayor of New York City, Eric Adams, got C-19 right now. So they are, look, this is what's going, this is what they saying. They already said, they said nearly 1 million Americans have already died from C-19, with the average of 500 people being affected every day. So they said people still being affected. I heard about a situation last week where somebody caught it. People are still catching it, but they saying it's 2 new sub-variants of Omicron floating around. This allegedly, I'm not a doctor, I'm just reporting, but this is what the news is saying, that the cases are starting to pick up. And it's just weird. They also said what? In the Midwest, basically Central Time, basically everything from Texas on up, they saying they could be facing severe weather blizzards, severe blizzards, fire damage. Basically, a big storm blizzard is hitting the Midwest as we speak. I saw the news. They saying this going on right now. So we already know, look, that bad weather is bringing in a cold front. That cold front can what? Get people sick. Now, we don't know what's in the air. We don't know nothing, but we know it's spring and we got snow and blizzards coming through. And people are getting sick. And we know whatever come from Midwest is going to do what? It's going to blow to the East Coast. But they saying that mask mandates are about to return in multiple states, and they saying the numbers going up. So that might mean more people about to be resting in peace. That might mean everything about to get locked down again, and you can't move around unless you got that card. So we don't know what's going on. I'm just reporting, but this is what they saying as of today. So that's what I'm saying, right? All of this going on, and we not getting no sign of help. So if it is a lockdown and the mask get mandated again, we don't even know if we get stimulus checks. We don't know if we gonna get rent relief. We don't know if we gonna, remember the first time we got a lot of assistance to make it through. This summer, it's a lot of stuff going. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Remember, spring just started. We see soon as spring start, we starting to see what? Everything starting to heat back up. We seeing a whole bunch of different programs in place, but it don't really got nothing to do with us, getting our money and moving ahead. All we seeing is all this drama, all these restrictions. We seeing all these prices going up. Everything is basically going against the grain right now. That's why I said ever since April Fools, you starting to see a lot of foolishness. And what they saying is, boom, it's a damn blizzard hitting us in the spring. So what they tell you, expect the unexpected. Some people might say it's the works of God. Some people might say it's the works of the powers that be in dark places. Either way, it's a damn blizzard hitting the central USA right now as we speak. And they saying that the number's about to jump, and they saying it's 2 different variants floating around. And it is what it is. And they already said what? They already said 1 million Americans already passed away from the C-19. It could be more. We don't know. But they're starting to say things are jumping and things are going back into a slight lockdown. So pay attention. Also, on top of that, your man Joe, he's still pressing the ghost gun issue. And they say he's saying that these guns are the weapon of choice for criminals. Now let me stop right there. We always heard the saying that what? We don't make the guns, we don't own the factories. But you see what? When the word ghost gun come up, the hood automatically blamed for that. Criminals, the urban community. They get blamed for the ghost guns because they're the ones that get caught using them. But they ain't the ones that's, we already know. But anyway, right? He's saying they're going to do everything they can to deprive. See, they blaming a lot of the gun owners too. They not just the gun owners, the people that sell guns. They blame. Basically, they're using this allegedly to piss off legal gun holders too. Where they trying to make it hard for people that even get legal guns. They're trying to make it hard for them to get guns too. They're using this ghost gun campaign for a lot of different reasons. But your boy Joe, he did hire somebody to be the new leader of the ATF. So my point is, period. It's a war on guns right now, meaning a lot of money is being put behind catching people with firearms. The people that are getting caught with these firearms are being labeled as terrorists. Remember, anytime the president put his mouth on anything, it becomes something very vital to America. Like, you know what I'm saying? It becomes like, you know how they say Al-Qaeda, ISIS, stuff like that. You know, when they speak about these ghost guns, that's like in that same terminology where they trying to let the world know we have a problem and we got to stop it now. But me personally, I never seen a ghost gun in real life, so I don't know what it looked like. But they saying half the crime that's going on is getting blamed on these ghost guns. And Joe, he got a new ATF. So let's peep game. He got a what? A new head of the ATF. What else? He got a new head of the organ of the people that's about to put the smack down on the PPP loan, whatever scammers. He got a new director for that. He putting people in position because they already set the trap, allegedly, and these are the people that's going to be running down. So my point is this: how I look at it is this. I look at it like this. Boom. If everything go back into lockdown, that means people are going to be in the crib. If people in the crib, it's going to make it easier for them to catch who they're trying to catch. That's how I see it. Because there's too much stuff going on at one time. And a lot of it don't really equal to nothing good. That's all I'm saying. For those, you know, for those that live a certain life, it look like they trying to put the smack down and put everybody in a big box where you can't really move around like that. That's what it's looking like to me, because he is campaigning about these ghost guns, and allegedly he's supposed to be going after gun dealers and, you know, basically gun dealers that don't follow the laws. He's going after gun traffickers across state lines, and he is calling for additional funding for community police programs. Remember when Joe came to New York? Well, this is what he's going to be doing all across America, funding community police programs. Y'all remember the stop and frisk? Now they got the new one called the anti-gun, whatever. He is going to be funding community policing programs. I'm going to say it again. So that's not only police programs, that's also going to be neighborhood watch programs. A lot of money is going to be circulated into programs. And he also got another bag, a lot of money set aside for the hiring of more police, because it's a war against ghost guns, aka criminals who spin blocks and let go clips. This is the alleged fight. But this was going on. And for some people that understand the terminology, sometimes the police is just another form of military. So, you know, a lot of time we always was looking out for the martial law, but we kept hearing about martial law. They gonna send martial law. They all gonna snatch us up and martial law this and National Guard. Those are just names. If it's a lot of, put it like this, if you got extra police presence in your neighborhood, that is like the National Guard. If they got a lot of funds behind them and they working at mass numbers, working to lock people up, that is National Guard. And when you can't go nowhere and you can't go here without getting ran up on, you can't go there, that is lockdown. That is, you know, that actually is martial law. So basically what I'm saying, we might as well say we already under martial law. Is just not being announced. We might already be under martial law. That's all I'm saying. We might already be under that. It just ain't announced. And it's just happening in different programs with different titles on it. Because remember, if the masks get mandated, it's like you already on lockdown. You can't really do but so much. You can't really go nowhere. You can't really do nothing. That's like martial law. And it also make it easier if they're looking for you to just knock on your door, you know what I'm saying, and catch you. And I'm just saying, this is what's going on right now. This is all this stuff I'm saying is in rotation. All right? They saying numbers going up. They saying the police numbers going up all around the country. So all I can say is just be on point and pay attention. But what else? Man, I think I touched on everything for right now. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long today. I started kind of late. But at the end of the day, I see y'all here. What's up, Mr. X? Ghost guns are basically different pieces of gun with no serial, exactly, no serial numbers on it, ordered individually and put together. Federal offense, no questions asked. Yep. Where that's my whole point. Where did the hood get the knowledge on how to make ghost guns? Where did the blueprint come from? Where did the formula come from? You see what I'm saying? That's right, call outs. Said the Mayor Adams is making it difficult for the homeless people to survive. Exactly. Because it's also a campaign against the homeless. But we got to remember, we know all homeless people are not bad at all. But the percentage of the homeless people that are robbing, slashing, beating up city workers, they making it bad for all the homeless people. So now they're trying to say the homeless people are out here committing crimes. And just like, you know, call outs in the town, in the city, they know they want to, you know, they don't want the homeless running around when the tourists coming in. It's tourist season, especially when the summer hit. So now they campaigning against the homeless, and it's bad because you got good homeless people that just ended up on bad times, but everybody's going to get blamed for the couple of criminals that's running around dealing with certain behavior, and they just so happen to be homeless. Because remember, it's two different types of homeless. You got the homeless people that fell on hard times, and then you got the homeless that's homeless just because they was playing around with life. You got some people that's homeless because they was living foul, never got their stuff together, you know, leeching, energy vamps. And then you got the people, the good people that's homeless, they fell on hard times, situations in life. And it's like I said, you look, you can have $2,000 cash and still be homeless. You can have $2,500 and still be homeless. Because now it takes so much to get on your feet. It got to be the right timing. It got to be the right situation. It got to be the right, you know what I'm saying? All things got to fit sometimes for you not to be homeless. Because remember, let's break it down. You could be homeless right now. Say you got like $2,700 cash on you right now. Boom. You got to eat every day. Boom. No, I'm talking about, say you got kids. Boom. Y'all got to eat every day. You just so happen that you don't got that job right now. Or let's say you just started working. You ain't been at the job 6 months to a year. You ain't been there a whole year. So now the people don't want to let you get the crib because you ain't been working a whole year on paper. You know, you was unemployed for a whole year. You got, you quit your job over C-19 or you got laid off. You was on unemployment. Now you ready to get the crib. But they say you ain't worked the past year. Then they say the rent is $1,500, but they need 3 months. That's $4,500. Even if they say, look, we'll work with you, just give us 1 month rent, 1 month security. That's $3 man. All I got is 27 right now. I gotta wait to get my other check. Boom. Then you gotta get the power on. And if you owe bread on that power bill, you might be in the rear on that. So boom, you got $2,700 cash in your pocket and you still could be homeless. It's that simple. You get what I'm saying? And don't have a car and you trying not to get your car repoed at the same time, trying to keep the note paid up. You dig? You just back against the wall. You got cash, straight cash on you. But your cash, they try to make it where your cash ain't no good here. And they try to make it hard for you. Then they say, look, all right, we might can work with you, but you got to have a good credit score. Damn. I fell off, my credit score went down because when I lost my job, I got messed up in some of my bills. I couldn't keep my payments up. Now I had a decent score. Now my shit kind of dropped. Now they want to use my credit score against me. And I got straight cash. So this is the game they playing now. This is the game they playing. But I will say this. They do still have, for those that don't know, they do still have rental assistance right now. Under certain programs, certain states, they do actually still have a budget for some people to get on, pay their rent. But look, they didn't tell people. They try to make people think all the programs is over, but they not in certain places. Some people have been getting their rent paid still since December. That's right. Latasha Jordan says hospitals are not letting you in without a shot or 48-hour C-19 test. So if you're not with their games, you must stay healthy. That is a good point. That is a good point. That's the whole key. If you know you're not compliant, you better stay extra healthy. That's it. That's a good point. Because remember, life is about choices. Can't nobody make you do nothing. But if you playing around and you get sick, that's on you. That's right. You can't take a shower for an interview, you know what I'm saying, in that homeless life. That's right. That's a fact. Juice said 2,700 ain't a lot. That's right. There was a time you could finesse 2,700. Not no more. Just saying. And let's be real, depending on what type of lifestyle you live and how many people, you're going to spend $100 a day now. Easy. You're going to spend, trust me, y'all already know. The average money you're going to spend, once you come out the crib, the average money you're going to spend a day is $50. That's the minimum. We just talking about just basic spending money. Something to eat, $50 minimum. But a lot of people spend like $100 a day, $80 a day, $85, $120 a day. Depending on how many people in your household, how many people in your circle. So you already know, you do the math. These are just facts. A decent meal gonna cost you some money. if you're a person that eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you outside, that's an easy $50. We ain't even talking about no habits or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how they got it now. And if you drive, oh man, if you drive, yeah, if you drive and like to eat good, you spending $100 a day. You spending $100 a day, or close to $100 a day, easy. I'm just talking about just you. I ain't talking about if you got kids, a wife, and a girl. You spending $100 a day, easy right now. Every time you come out the crib. That's right. That's right. Jackie said they should provide shelters like they do here, set them up with housing after so many months, have assistance programs here. Guess what? They do have those programs, but those programs, they overbooked. They all taken up, they all filled up. And remember too, they picking and choosing who they put in them programs. And y'all know what that means. Read between the lines. Certain people, they making sure they straight. And then they leaving a certain set of people to the side. A lot of homeless people don't feel safe in the shelter system. That's a fact, DHS, that's right. Some people don't know it's a lot of stuff that going in that system. People still get beat up, robbed. You got drug activity. You got alleged rapings. Yeah, stabbings, cuttings, thieving. You might go to shelter, have some decent stuff. You get your stuff stole. Yeah, it's a lot of different things go on, man. But this is our reality right now. This is going on right now as we speak. And what's the key thing? Look, it's nobody to speak up for the homeless. We speaking up for them right now, but who actually wearing that on their sleeve, campaigning for the homeless right now, saying, yo, this is what we need to do. We're all the celebrities that got money. What are they not doing? Y'all already know, man. It's disgusting. It really is disgusting. Because we know they even can purchase certain warehouses, put little cots in the warehouse, had little food programs set up for some of these homeless people in a lot of cities. That won't cost them nothing. At the end of the day, they all got organizations. It ain't nothing for what? 3 rappers to come together, open up a building, pull their resources together, boom, shelter right here. We're going to make this shelter right here for the women with kids. We're going to make this shelter right here for the, the couples that been together trying to get through. We're going to make this shelter right here for the men that got a job trying to get on their feet. You get a certain time to stay. We're going to make sure you build yourself up. After that, once you leave, you're on your own. But we're going to give you a certain deadline and help you get on your grind. See, they don't want to do that. Y'all know if you rich, that's easy. That ain't nothing to do. That's easy. But they ain't going to do that. They want to show you how many chains they bought, how many cars they got. That one car could be a whole building, 2 buildings. I'll just keep it simple. That whole car, that car you so-called paid $250,000, $300,000, $400,000. That's a nice little 1-story building right there. Paid in cash. Then you got all the people that's already in organizations that's going to help you anyway. You already know you got the churches. You got mad people you could pull in to bring the, help with the food, the clothes. They don't want to do that. See, this shows you. But it is what it is. They're only going to do it around Thanksgiving time. They're going to give out some turkeys, some coats. When it's back to school, they're going to go to Dollar Tree, get a whole bunch of notebooks, pencils, and they're going to say, we giving back to the community. They're going to get all that shit from the dollar store, and they're going to do it tax time, back to school time, and Christmas. That's it. After that, you ain't going to see them no more. It's a fact. It's all good. That's right. Nate the Great. People said them shelters is hell. Miss Wakona Baldwin says they too selfish to assist the less fortunate. Exactly. Let's think about it. It really don't take much to help somebody. Some of these people, they at a certain level, they can empty out their whole closet And look, they can empty out their closet and get like 5 families dressed. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard. They don't got to do much, but you're always going to see they don't want to do nothing. If it ain't got no clout to it, they ain't doing nothing. All they going to do is brag and show you what they getting. That's why a lot of them getting their payback too. They getting payback too. A lot of them. You see it when you see it right now. But anyway, that's the reality of what's going on. So I'm gonna do a recap. Then I'm gonna slide out. Thank y'all for pulling up episode 148. We gonna set it straight. But you know, Benzino got arrested after he was accused of punching a man's truck. He was in his feelings, you know. He's seeing his ex-girl, his baby mother, in a car with another man, allegedly. He got mad, punched the truck, and he got arrested. And when he got arrested, he couldn't believe the fact that his baby moms was letting him get arrested. But it was witnesses there. When the police pulled up, they seen the dent in the car. And this man going to jail for banging on a car. So we know that this man was in his feelings. And I'm trying to tell a lot of you dudes, you got to stop being in your feelings. If a chick do not want to deal with you, it's nothing you can do about it. You punching a car is not going to make her stop. You know, you actually going to help the man get an insurance claim on the car. You're going to go to jail. They're going to be laughing at you. They're going to smash that same night, have some good sex, laughing at you, and you ain't going to get nowhere. That's just the facts. So Benzino's daughter already said that her father is having mental problems, allegedly. She said he needed to get help. And like I said, we seen a couple weeks ago when Benzino was in a hotel with the man KERRION. Now, I'm going to clarify it again. It's alleged. They were supposed to be, you know, Benzino is supposed to be writing a book and KERRION was doing the paperwork. When the people from the hotel knocked on the hotel door, you know, they was in the hotel past checkout hours, a little too long. And Benzino came to the door when he was talking to the police. And he said, I was in the shower. And then they asked him, is somebody else in the hotel? He said, yeah, so-and-so in there, he's in the shower. So he made it sound like they was in the shower together. Even though, I'm going to say this, he could have jumped in the shower. The old boy could have jumped in the shower. But the way it played out, it made it look like they was having fun in the shower and they messed around and stayed too long, forgot about checkout, and they got caught in the hotel playing around. That's what it looked like. I'm saying it's alleged. It's not a fact, but Benzino has been accused of being in a hotel with a man playing around. And it just so happened in ATL. And when they came out, for those who saw the video, the parking lot was dropped empty. Like they was in that hotel a little too long and forgot about checkout. That's how it looked on camera. But we know everything on camera ain't facts. But Benzino is getting caught up in a lot of shenanigans. He also came out recently and said he no longer wants smoke with Eminem when this man was beefing with Eminem over 20 years ago. For those that don't know, Benzino was one of the co-founders of the Source magazine. Y'all know the Source magazine before social media. That was the word of the street. That was the word of rap. You know, unsigned hype. The Source magazine was where, you know, some of your favorite rappers first got a name, first blew up. The Source was everything. You know, the Source was YouTube, Instagram, all in one. It was all of that all in one. That book, The Source, you had to have that Source magazine to know what was popping, what was coming out. You know, if it was a fight, a rap beef, you had to get that Source magazine and wait to know what's going on. So Benzino was part of the co-founder of that magazine. And when he was with that magazine, he did campaign against Eminem. Therefore, Eminem got the Source shut down, got Benzino's career over with, and Benzino has been going through it ever since the Source. But recently, he came out and he said that Eminem is one of the greatest rappers of all time. He said that boy can rap. He don't want no problems with Eminem no more. And now, mind you, he said that after he got caught in a hotel with old boy. And now, after he said Eminem is one of the greatest rappers, He out here punching cars. So I don't know what's up with Benzino. I don't know if that the muscle pills is messing with his brain. Hopefully he ain't on steroids because he stay in that gym. But hopefully that man ain't losing his marbles because he out here wilding out. He out here punching cars and all that. So I don't know. Hold up. That's right, Rondell. They handlers tell him not to help nobody. Word, they out here losing it. But Benzino out here banging on cars, man. This dude got money. I guess he's situated and he out here punching on cars, man. He need to chill out. He probably wanted to punch her in the face, but he punched the car. They said that the Source magazine was making close to $5 million a month at one point. That's a fact. How the hell you go from that to the Red Roof Inn? Exactly. Good point, Rondell. That's a fact. I said the same thing. When he got caught allegedly with that man, he was in the damn Red Roof Hotel. He wasn't even in the Holiday Inn. He wasn't even in the Hampton Inn. That man was in the damn Red Roof. Anybody know the Red Roof? That should be $79 or something like that. $59. Always gonna be under $100 for the Red Roof. This man tripping out here, man. You're right. And you're right. They did make $5 million a month because remember, the magazine was what? $3, $4, $3, $4, $5 a watt. So you had people all across the world buying that magazine every month. They was getting that bread. They was. And they was getting money from advertisers. How y'all think they was able to start throwing the Source Award? What happened at the infamous Source Awards? The East Coast, West Coast beef. Source, Benzino was behind, he was behind that whole event. Meaning he threw the Source Award. That man had clout. That man had power. Look at him now, punching cars, getting caught in hotels. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. You might be at the top at one point. Eventually, you're going to hit rock bottom. That's just how it goes. If you don't know how to act and you don't build the right relationships. Now, guess what? We also could say what? If Benzino would have been cool with Eminem back in the day, remember, Benzino might be in a whole nother situation right now. But being that he made it a point to be Eminem's enemy back then and be his enemy for so long, and Eminem is a dude that can pull strings behind the scenes. I told you that before. When Nick Cannon started campaigning against Eminem, what happened to Nick Cannon? Orlando Brown magically popped out and said Nick Cannon gave him brain. You see Nick Cannon, they came at his head for making certain, he started talking about the Hebrew Israelites out his mouth and he got spanked. But you're going to see all that was going on. All that happened during the pandemic too. But he was campaigning against Eminem, and Eminem pulled some strings on that boy. Eminem pulled strings. I'm trying to tell you what happened. That's what he do. I'll tell you what. Everybody that beef with Eminem, watch what happened to their career after they beef with him. What happened to Machine Gun Kelly after he dropped that Eminem diss? That boy talking about he doing rock and roll now. He don't want to be a rapper. His career is down the gutter. Eminem pulled strings behind the scenes. You take it or leave it. But Benzino, may he get his mind right and stop punching on cars. And I'm going to say that to my people, my bros, don't be punching cars. And to the females, don't be busting out windows. People going to do what they want to do. There's nothing you can do to stop them, all right? Also, I spoke on Kirk Franklin's son. Now, let's look at this one more time. Kirk Franklin's son, the son of a church gospel singer, allegedly got caught with a pistol, is in jail with no bond. Now, the reason why I say allegedly, because he said it got planted on him. He is locked up for a gun, but he said the police planted it on him after allegedly pulling him for a taillight. And we already know whenever the police want to mess with you, they always going to say something about your taillight. And we don't know if they pulled up to his car and just knocked his taillight out real quick. And while one was talking to the other one, we don't know. But he is in jail with no bail, like he's a killer. And they saying, according to the records by Radar Online, KERRION Franklin, which is his son's name, claims he was wrongly arrested and stopped because of his taillight. So this could be something else. We don't know, but in 2021, KERRION released the audio of his father talking shit. The gospel singer said he gonna put, he called this son a bitch ass. Basically, he called this son a bitch ass nigga, allegedly, and it's on tape. His son recorded him. And he also told his son he gonna put his foot up his ass. And it got recorded. You know what I'm saying? And people around the world have never heard Kirk Franklin talk like this before. And his son set him up. You know what I'm saying? So this could be payback from Kirk Franklin. We don't know. But it is funny how Kirk Franklin got recorded cursing and talking about he gonna put his foot up his ass. This the same man. They got the song called Stomp. You know what I'm saying? That hit church song you always gonna hear to the day you die. At one point, Kirk Franklin was the Puff Daddy of gospel music. You did? But his son also is outright down with the LGBTQ. He's out the closet. And maybe, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I just know his son is not following in his father's footsteps. And I think Kirk Franklin feels a certain way. And I also think Kirk Franklin wants some payback for when his son recorded him with that audio, because since then, Kirk Franklin had to apologize. He claims he had to go get help. Basically, talk to somebody about his anger. And his son also did use that recording for clout. His son is recording a TV show called Bad Boys. I forgot the station, but his son is recording a TV show. So maybe Kirk Franklin got payback for what his son did to him, and he got his son set up with a gun. Who knows? It's all alleged. It's not facts. But right now, the fact is his son is locked up with a gun charge, and he don't have no bond, and he's in LA County jail. And that ain't no sucker jail. There's nothing soft about that jail. It's gangsters, killers, all type of people in the LA County. So maybe he might want to teach his son a lesson. I don't know. But his son said he got set up. So I don't know. Either way, this is funny. So my point is Kirk Franklin to blame for his son being caught with a gun and being down with the Rainbow Gang? Is that his father's fault? Some might say yes. Some might say no. But like I said earlier, sometimes your kids, when they get to a certain age, they go against the grain on purpose because they go so hard to try to not be like you. Sometimes they go against the grain just to prove that they're their own individual and they don't got to listen to you. Sometimes it don't got to be nothing negative. Sometimes your child can go against the grain because they just want to create their own path and they don't want you getting no credit. Or they just want to just go their own path. That's it. Sometimes there's no malice intended. Some people, children, they get to a certain age, they just want to be their own individual. So when you try to blame a parent for how their child ends up, that's actually stupidity. And I will say sometimes a small percentage could be actually true. But most of the time, that thing called peer pressure and outside influence always going to have more pull on your child than you do as a parent. Sometimes, let's be real, for people that are parents, people that know, because we all grew up and had parents. A lot of us knew we was told everything right, and we always find a way to do what was wrong. A lot of y'all knew it was the right thing to do to go to school. What y'all do? Some of y'all still cut classes. Some of y'all still skip school. Some of y'all always did what you knew you was not supposed to be doing, and your parents had no knowledge of what the hell you was doing. That's common sense. That's all I'm saying. Some of us know when we was young, we had to sneak and listen to certain music. If it had the sticker on it, you couldn't listen to that type of music. Any type of gangster music that had the parental advisory on it, we couldn't listen to it outright. If the music had cursing, we had to listen to it other ways. That's really when Walkman and headphones really started popping off. Because when we was young, we got slick. We started listening to, gangster rap in the headphones, in the crib. So your moms or your pops didn't even know what you was listening to. Guess what? They do the same thing today. The same way when your kid in the crib, right in front of you, playing the game online with headphones on, man, they cursing, they talking all type of behavior right in your face on the headphone. But you think they just on the game. And your son or your daughter is online talking about stuff you have no clue of, doing certain things, I'm telling you, listening to certain things they have no business listening to, but they in the headphones right in your face. And next thing you know, the people online got more influence over your child than you do in your own home. Why? Because they always online with them damn headphones on. And guess what? When your child got them headphones on, guess what? They also online with grown-ups. But you so unaware that you don't know that. Why you think the kid want to put on the headphones? Because if they be online and you hear it, you're going to say, who that grown man you talking to? Who's that? Who's that doing all that cursing? No, your kids are slicker than you think they are. That's why they got them headphones on. So you don't know what's being said while they playing the game right in your face. But according to some people, you blame the parents. Now, you can't blame the parents for being naive. The only thing you can blame a parent for sometimes is being naive, not being aware. But that thing outside the household is a heavy influence. That's why the powers that be put these things in your household so your child is always under attack, called influence, that you are not putting on you trying to tell your child everything right and exact. But guess what? For everything you tell them right and exact, they got 5 more things coming at them that ain't right. So it's an everyday fight, a never-ending fight. That's why some of y'all know no matter how much you beat your child ass, they keep getting in trouble. Because outside got more influence than that whipping you putting down on them. That punishment, you put them on punishment, they still do the same thing. They still do what they want to do. You take the phone from them, they still, because that thing called influence and peer pressure is it's a fight. So these kids are different, but they ain't too different. They grew up like us. The only difference is even more things to turn your child against you now. I'll say that. It's more things out here to turn your child against you. It's called attack of the household. Why you think I'm telling you, the way it's designed now, when your child, look, the way they got it designed now, they want your son to get to a certain age and try to fight their father. They want, you know what I'm saying? You seen Power? Did Tariq not kill his dad? They've been pushing that agenda too. They try to make it now with the daughter don't get along with the mother. Did they not promote that on the shot? And a whole bunch, they want to make it where the daughter got beef with the mother, the son got beef with the dad. And then therefore you can't tell him nothing. So then when you try to tell your son something, he get to a certain age, he try to swing on his dad, punch him in the face. He try to pull a knife out on his dad. He try to shoot his own father. You know, you the mother, you trying to tell your daughter right from wrong. She get to a certain age, she smack fire out your face. That's how they training these kids now, to buck on their parents. All you gotta do is pay attention. Or they try to make it where you scared to tell your child something. You're literally scared because you don't want to make them mad. You don't want to piss them off. You scared to tell them. You scared to take that game away. You scared to put them on punishment because you know your child might punch you in the face. And if you hit them, you're going to get in trouble. See? That's the game they've been playing. Your child could rock you in your face right now. They ain't going to get in trouble. If you hit them back, you're going to get in trouble. You see how they got the game? They got it messed up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Your child could smack fire out you right now. How you going to get them locked up? They're only 13, 14. You hit them back, your ass going to jail. So I'm trying to tell you, they got the, look, your kid got more power over your household than you even expect and even know right now, according to the law. That's why when you're around your child, you trying to discipline them, you got to walk on eggshells. You scared to properly discipline them because they created a system like that to make your child rebellious. Man, they've been doing this for a long time. It's a game. But what? We already know the scripture said you're not supposed to spare the child. That's what the rod is for. When they get out of line, they're supposed to get spanked. Some people say that's what the buttocks is actually for the spanking. You know, you're not supposed to punch your kid in the face, punch him in the chest. You're supposed to spank their ass. That's according to the scripture. That's all I'm saying. That's right. Spare the rod, spoil the child. That's right. That's what they say, Nate. So what we see now, a bunch of spoiled children running around doing what they want to do. Period. That's what it is. And if you try to discipline your child, they're going to probably fight you back, or they're going to try to get you locked up. And they could be wrong as two left shoes. But guess what? Even your kid is smart and crafty, but even they know they got the law on their side. They already know they got the powers that be on their side. See that? Because they create a certain mind state with your child early. When they get to a certain age, you can't tell them nothing, and they're going to do what they want to do. And you could have gave them everything. You just gave them everything for Christmas. Next thing you know, by March, April, they cutting up, acting a fool. You just gave them everything. You just went hard, went in the hole, got backed up on your bills, trying to make sure this spoiled ass kid got a good Christmas. And you know they ain't deserve it. You ain't want to say no. You ain't getting nothing. You did it anyway. Now they acting an ass. Got their new Jordans on, new outfit, new games, stunting on you, your own child. That's what they do. So it is what it is. Who's to blame? Let's ask the question. Who's to blame? The parents, the system, the child, or is households and families under attack? But for those that know about The Simpsons, this does go back to The Simpsons and all of that. The Simpsons cartoon represented a dysfunctional home. What happened? Bart did whatever he wanted to do. Homer was a bozo. The dad was portrayed as a bozo that can't run his household. The same thing they showed you in Married with Children. The dad, a bozo. The child, do what they want to do. Man, this was illustrated for years in program. What you see now, the dad gets labeled a bozo. The child does whatever they want to do. And the wife, she gets portrayed as a bird that don't know no better. She can't raise her children either. They don't listen to her. Man, they was putting us on the TV shows way back when, brainwashing us. The number one show that's been running forever since I was a child, that's still running, if I'm not mistaken, is The Simpsons. And that Simpsons, we already know they showed us everything in The Simpsons. But there's a lot of stuff they were showing us that's affecting your life right now. It's called a dysfunctional household that you think is normal. The whole Simpsons was based on a dysfunctional household. Remember, Bart and his sister always conspiring something, always doing something. Homer's the bozo. The father of the house that work hard, sustain the house, get no respect, the clown. That's the same image you see in real life right now. So they say what? Art imitates life, but really life is imitating art. It's all a program, and the way you live your life is really how they already wrote this. They wrote the script. The life you live in, somebody wrote the script. So the only way to break the code is to peep game and go the other way. That's it. Other than that, man, I ain't gonna go too much longer. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. Salute to the chat. Salute to the people. Thank y'all for pulling up episode 148. We did it again. You know what I'm saying? Start your day off right. Start your week up. Salute to everybody on their grind, handling their business, doing what they got to do each and every day, going through the fight, because guess what? The fight don't stop. Salute to my bro Call-Outs. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Call-Outs TV if you didn't already. That's the bro. Salute for holding me down in the building the whole time. Y'all already know. American Links. That's the bro. What's up? Miss L Blue. You make sure you have a good day, Miss L Blue. Everybody that's here that pulled up, I want y'all to have a good day. King James said, facts, that's going on with my family right now. That's right. 9 times out of 10, every family going through it right now. We don't got to play these games, man. We know that, man. It's no more perfect families, no more. Every family is dysfunctional. We just trained to deal with it and make it normal. We know this. They've been campaigning this since the 90s. All of us got or had a crackhead in our family, alcoholic, a woman beater, a person that can't keep a job, whatever. We look, man, dysfunction been normal in our household. We just know how to adapt to it. So guess what? That's why a lot of people are now grown with mental health issues, because they didn't realize, man, I come from a weirdo family. I was raised wrong. So some of us corrected how we was raised. We doing what? We doing opposite according to how we was raised. You can't follow in your damn family footsteps, because you're going to be sick in the head too. You got to do opposite. If you realize your family wasn't doing certain things right, you got to do opposite. If you sit there and keep listening to people that you know for a fact didn't raise you correctly, your ass is going to you going nowhere. You gotta reverse it. That's why I kept telling people, when you trying to live like the past, that shit ain't gonna work. Everything from the past is not gonna work no more, because we was taught wrong. Everything we thought was cool, it don't work. Everything we thought was popping, it don't work no more. Everything you thought you was installed in your brain, that was a program that don't work no more. And you'll see the people that try to live in the past, you're going to see they keep repeating the same damn cycle. How many people, they was mad that their mother got drunk, and they was mad their mother got high. Now they sitting back getting high. How many dudes was mad that their father used to beat their mother, and they want now kind of find out this nigga just like his dad beating on his woman. Oh, you being just like your parents, nigga, because you ain't changed your ways. You doing the same exact shit. It's called, why you think it's called a system? Once the system is put in play, it works perfectly. That's why it's the system. Why it's the system? It's called doing the same thing. That is the damn system. Doing the same damn thing your parents did. That's all I'm telling you. So my point is, you control your own life. But if you don't break that system, if you don't break that Da Vinci Code, nigga, you're going to be living in shambles anyway. That's just how it works. So that's the word of the day. Break the system and create your own path. That's the word of the day. Stay out the way. Don't let nobody influence your brain. Let nobody influence your household. And stand on what you believe in, and don't worry about how nobody take it. That's how the world works now. That's what the real gonna do. So salute to the chat. Salute to all the people that sit here. Episode 148. For No Fame Live. Y'all already know. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Y'all do what you do. And I'm out.